want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They 10 seconds to 10. Hey.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to...
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield is going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 50.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, alert 33. Point it right. 52. 80 weapon.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Alert!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
93, 52, 93, 40.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Nice.
To throw again. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air. And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They go with Chubb on second down, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Let's 57. Just move. Ain't no such thing as a loss. Hurry. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check pass, check pass. Hey,
On third down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
watch the glass. Watch the glass.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield now. Big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
57 Mike 57. You better be afraid of me.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to go for it all. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Passing, it's Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Two times. You got three down.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, alert! Hey, team 6. Watch the run. Hurry! Ringo.
To throw, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, What's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
61, matchbox, White.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Check. Regular.
A run for Nick Chubb. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
King. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Real.
Now Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
We got this.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. So Dalton now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They run. Chubb. And an alley to run.
Yeah, baby, boom!
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Taywan Taylor, 41 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back.
Up the football.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Dancing to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete here.
not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding.
Code.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Doing all that just, hey, what up, though? Join the party.
Now Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Do that, man.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3
And then
timeouts.
when I'm off this game,
with 16 seconds to go in half
Call of Duty,
number
man. I ain't say Call of Duty in like 2 weeks. Yep.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Don't get nervous. 25. 25. Check 25.
This is like stupid. That was good.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah. Nah, I think because that was like one of the first games Lamar Jackson actually couldn't do shit, so he was probably hella. He seemed like he was hella frustrated.
6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So
yeah, but a couple times it looked like he was just like, man, fuck this. This motherfucker. Do you see that play when he shook everybody? I was like, God damn. He was like, if you ain't gonna catch balls, I'm he was over there just joking him. I was like, God damn.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna happen either.
So a big play
Nah, but I was watching, bro, like Derrick
spot
Henry,
and
the way he
catch
runs,
number
I'm like,
3.
God damn, that motherfucker looks like a fucking train. Hella tall, hella huge. I was like, God damn. It don't even look like he running fast. You see when he broke that long ass? Nah, but he.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
Yeah.
Both teams appear ready for the final.
And then that's when he got stiff armed. And then he pushed him in his back too. I was dying when he did that. I was like, damn. They're like, hey, pushing it back.
19-yard line.
Tanahan. Man, one of my girls calling him that too. Ryan Tanahan.
Here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that.
Nah, it's just because, motherfucker, bro, like, you can't stop Derrick Henry. Jesus Christ. I remember when I had him on my fantasy team, that's who I expected when I drafted. I didn't get him. That's why I kind of shied away from him every other. Oh wow, every other year.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I was surprised when I saw Marcus Mariota with a beard. I was like, what the hell? Had a beard. He was like, well, never had time to grow this. Now I did.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
I call Seahawks.
They're a lot more clinical.
Yeah, man, I like
Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go to the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Nah, I want them to win, but they ain't gonna win.
We got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
I'm still in the game.
Let's see if the offense gets done.
I told you, go ahead and play that game. And by the time you're done with that game, I'll be done with my game. And we can play Call of Duty. Nah, you weak. I don't play no weak dude. I'm already playing this guy.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Yeah. I have to. Well, I have to. The dude who I'm playing is supposed to stream, but bro, it's just like I'm in this league and this dude fucking wants us to stream. But I'll be forgetting because, like, bro, somebody will send you an invite and you just click on it and you play the game. That's how it goes, like, for me at least. Like, fucking, I don't be thinking, like, oh, what league is this? Like, I don't know, like, that's just stupid. And he's the only league where I have to stream. So, like, bro, like, right now I'm 1-6. I lost 2 games because of that. I'm like, damn. And then I had to bench Joe Mixon one game because of it. Like, so I'm like, bro, so that's basically 3 games. Because basically, so I picked up. There was a Colts user, and I guess you can't trade with the computer. So there was a Colts user, and they're like, I sent a trade, and then like. I was like, what the heck, why didn't he accept this trade? It was like a pretty good, I thought it was a pretty good trade. I was like, why didn't he accept it? So I sent it again, and when I sent it again, like, I guess there was no user. So I traded with the computer, so I was like, oh, shit. So I like, right away, I told the guy, I was like, hey, man, like, because you're not supposed to trade with the computer. So I told him, I was like, hey, man, look, I sent the trade, and I traded basically to the computer. So what do? He was just like, oh, send it back. And I'm like, all right, so I sent it back, and I was like, the computer don't want it, huh? No, I'm not, man. And then the computer didn't want the trade, so I was like, hey, the computer don't want the trade. He was like, oh, I'll log on and I'll accept it. And I was like, all right. So, bro, like 2 days go by, I play my next game, and the dude who I traded for, it was Naeem Hines. He's on my fucking, man, this dude's fucking, man, he's doing an onside kick. He's up. The dude I traded for, Naeem Hines, like he was still on my team, so I was trying not to use him, like, cause I was like, fuck, like I'm not supposed to have him, so I wasn't using him. But like, what the hell? What the fuck? Bro, I gotta show you this fucking trick kick you just did. Whoa, that was weird. But anyways, yeah, like, so I try not to use him, but on some formations he would pop out. Like I guess when Joe Mixon would get tired, he'd come out anyways. And then the dude, like, he was like, "Why'd you use him? Why'd you use him?" I was like, "Dude, whoa, whoa, whoa!" I try not to use him. I was like, but like, I mean, it's kind of hard, like when the motherfucker pops out on play on his own. Yeah. Yeah, and then he was like, "You were supposed to bench him." I was like, "The motherfucker wasn't a starter. Like, why would I have to bench somebody who's not a starter?" Like, and then he was like, "Well, you're gonna have to not play with what did he say? Not play with Mixon one game." The Bengals. Oh, I don't know this people.
Not the start.
I don't.
Doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something.
Yeah, I try to get you in the league, but you remember what happened. Not anymore. Like, but at the time they were. Now Nick's playing. Like he was trying to get me to play it last night. I almost did it this morning, but I was like, nah.
Definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
That's what I asked him. I was like, isn't it like Ark but with zombies?
I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Man, rob your ass.
49-yard punt, but now just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch.
Oh, damn, how y'all get a car? Oh, damn, how'd y'all get a car? What the hell, how did y'all get a helicopter?
They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Pick the edge. Go, go. Show it up. Show it up.
But I was looking at a forum. And they were saying that like it's more realistic on like All Pro, and I was like, how does that even make sense? Like, I was like, how does that make sense? And then like, no, dude, I was watching videos. They were doing like the same plays like over and over, like against the like in practice mode. I just think that I don't know. It's just kind of I don't know how to explain it, but he has a point, but I don't think he's all the way right. Like the only thing that I noticed is like the like stupid ways of dropping the ball when you do a pass is like that don't happen. Like, and I was just like, dang, I would like to play on that mode just because of that. I'm like, what the hell? Like franchise mode or something. These niggas be dropping the ball for stupid reasons.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Man, he just did a mud slide, like how they was sliding in the mud. And
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He said, that's a nice boat.
Mayfield on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Yeah, it's fucking rating on Madden is like, what?
20 yards.
I thought it was like 70 something. Oh, it's probably 90 in that shit, but it's not 90 like. Oh my fucking God. This thing's tripping over everything.
About 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He won't.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use?
And he's in. Touchdown.
Oh.
Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Damn, man, this thing going for 2.
Aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. It's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Stupid.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. Look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. And that's caught inside the...
Damn, I had to bench Dalton. That's all it was. It was my nigga Dalton.
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Stupid.
You can't understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
I don't even have I do actually. I do that when I'm just like, fuck, like, let me just try to get control of the game. Like, dude, slow this shit down.
Maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs.
Smart. Bro, I just called timeout twice and nothing happened. I got 3 timeouts still. Yeah, I don't care.
That individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
That's all I'm saying, man.
Finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter.
What the fuck, bro?
And he's just
Get the
whacking
fuck
it.
out of here.
They got it going today.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Able to find Harris.
That nigga up out of here. He stepped out of bounds, baby. Accept, ho.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Browns send out their punter now.
Bro, if you do a fake fucking run, I'm about to be pissed. Do a fake fucking around. I'm about to be so fucking pissed.
This is away, but
Thank you.
headed straight for the sidelines.
Bit on it hard.
Very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
You bit on that shit hard, huh? I could tell by how mad you was. You bit on that shit. Oh.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Got a man open. It's Ross. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mixon with a 1st down carry.
Dang, I hate when you run into your players and they like fucking.
The tackle by Terrence Mitchell.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points. But everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. They'll find Hines out of the backfield.
I'm gonna call timeout.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now the Bengals on
what the hell they put Boyd right there?
They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
You'll tell him. What? What?
Charlie, get down. 53, check 53. Jack Rabbit, Jack. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. From the gun, Love, flush to his right. He'll run it, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
2nd and 1.
Get the fuck,
at the goal line.
bruh. Are you serious?
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. When the rookie
What
QB
the?
gets his first touchdown,
He covers so
that's
much
one you
fucking
put in
ground.
the
That shit is
trophy
insane.
case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
My bad, Mixon. I just didn't believe in you.
And you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Being chased out left.
Catch the ball. Why you batting it down?
Preston Brown there to knock that one away.
Oh, that should get on my nerves too.
That's a little bit of a measure of revenge script, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
About what? Come on, miss. Wow, that shit was out all the way. Went in at the last second.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown would have been the final nail.
That's sweet.
Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Where's my formation at, man? Just for my formation. So
the Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive.
oh, wow. I threw the fucking ball, bro.
Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Back to throw. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot to try to pull that one in.
Holy shit, this dude.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99%
It
of
might
the
not
time
be him, dog.
make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Ready to go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
On 4th down, Love. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Myles Garrett. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line.
Bro, my controller died on the 4th down. Oh, that's weak. That sucks.
They'll give it to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb.
One dude just blocked 3 dudes. Oh my God, this guy.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tackle.
And they all did the same animation. Like they ran and like they got pushed real hard in the chest.
Because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But that's the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Let's go. Let's go to 14. Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mac Wilson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think